take it. And whatever's not in the way, leave it. If it was a video game, you would interact with all the characters, figure out what are the clues, and move on. Why wouldn't you do the same with me? I'm just another dude.
Fair enough. You're a big school hater, huh? I'm seeing crazy stories of F school, F this,
it's not
F
a
that.
school, bro. I think school's great. It's what are they teaching? It's the education that is put through the school system. That is the problem. So when you have, for example, let's say history. Let's talk about history. How do you know that what is written in history books is true?
It's not necessarily true. The winner always writes the history book, so I don't disagree with you there.
So now you have somebody, would you say that the teacher that teaches history, let's say the 4th grade teacher, I'm not talking about PhD, high level education. Would you say the 4th grade teacher actually is well educated on the truth of history, or she's just regurgitating the syllabus?
But is there a better way to do it?
Self-education.
So the 4th grader has to join Capital Club and...
No, I mean, Capital Club is not for 4th graders. Capital Club is actually for aspiring and developed entrepreneurs. But for a 4th grader, maybe as a parent or as an older brother, you give a child a book instead of giving them an iPad. You take them out for a walk and teach them the value of health and nutrition as opposed to taking them for marshmallows and ice cream. Yeah, those things are fine. But what are you developing? You're under the assumption that education is merely contextual to student teacher sitting at a desk. This is education. You guys are teaching me. I'm teaching you. We're teaching each other. And if you can start learning from your environment, you can start learning from the data sets that reality gives you, becomes a little bit different.
But is that scalable? Like if everybody, is that really the best way? If we relied on everybody just teaching their younger brothers and their younger siblings?
Do you have siblings?
I do.
Younger or older?
Older.
Okay, you're the youngest?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be hard for you to understand what it's like as an older brother to take care of a younger brother. Regardless of how you may feel about that, that's the truth, because you simply aren't in that position. It's like saying that you can understand what it's like to be a father if you've never had a kid. You just can't, as much as you want to think that you can. As an older brother, and I have younger brothers, my job is to teach them. Teach them what? Teach them the things that I've done that are wrong, and teach them the things that I've done right so that they don't have the same. Even if you're young, you can do the same thing with your older brothers. I would hope and assume that you're wise enough to, when you spot and identify your brothers falling or faltering or failing, that you correct them, that you teach them, that you educate them. If they have a faulty mental framework, that you come to them and you're like, hey, you know what? Let me show you this. Let me learn from you. Learn from me. And you create an environment of what? Winners. Right now, a lot of people just pushing each other down, bro. A lot of bad mindset, a lot of negativity, a lot of jabbing at people aspiring to be great. Why can't we elevate each other? Why can't we learn from each other from a place of authenticity and truth? Now, how I do it, my model of doing it, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's authentic. It's me. And if people can embody themselves, and we can create a culture and an environment where people can be themselves and learn from each other, yes, I do think that everybody can do it.
Have you taught TJ anything?
I think so. Let's ask him. That's my little brother, by the way.
Hey, brother.
I mean, quick story. I always tell this to people, but back in the day, it was like 2018. I was trying to do drop shipping. I had my first little store. I was selling like a little, like some little slime thing or something like that. I go to him, my older brother, my bigger brother. He starts flaming me like crazy, telling me not to do drop shipping. So I never did it. And then 2023 rolls around. I go to Beheza. He helps me start up a store. We run it up, and they got the 6 figures. So, I mean.
What did you learn?
From what?
From what you just told me.
Business.
No. What did you identify in your brother's broken mental framework that allowed him to belittle you in such a way that he didn't believe that you had the capabilities to do what you set out to do? What do you think, brother, was the mental framework that allowed him to, whether he was willingly or unwillingly, belittle you? Because that's a common thing that happens when you have broken mental frameworks. What do you think?
Maybe it was